Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is RIPIN Self-Directed Support Program. My name is Sharon Koshin, and I am the manager of the program. And tonight we are here to showcase our partner showcase with Advocates in Action and the Paul V. Sherlock Center on Disabilities. Jane?
Okay, for those of you who don't know RIPIN is an independent 501c3 nonprofit organization with peer professionals. We help Rhode Islanders of all ages and abilities and backgrounds access and navigate healthcare, education, healthy aging, and other services and complex systems. What is self-direction? Self-direction is a service model for adults with intellectual and/or developmental disabilities. People need to be found eligible from behavioral healthcare developmental disabilities in hospitals, which refer to them as BHDDH. This allows the person and the family to manage their own budgets, hire their staff, and set their own priorities based on their individual and unique support needs and goals. The goal of the self-directed support program at RIPIN is to help folks and support families and individuals navigating this system. We have been doing this through training and education, sharing resources, peer support, referrals, collaboration with other agencies and organizations. And next, I'm going to pass it back to Sharon, I think. Did we lose Sharon?
Sharon, you're muted.
Am I muted? I'm sorry. Okay. Here I am.
I can't see.
So we're here to welcome Advocates in Action, Deb Kanai and Michelle White. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that they are able to share theirs. So just a moment. Deb and Michelle.
Hello. I'm Deb Kanai. Can you hear me? Is my mic on? Okay. I'm Deb Kanai from Advocates in Action, and we're pulling one on you. So it's not actually Michelle and I that are going to be presenting. We have people who work for us who are also our part of one of the big things we're going to tell you about is our self-direct peer mentor class. They're going to share about that. We're also going to share about our leadership series, and there's people who graduated from that who also help teach it, and they're going to tell you about that. And then finally, we're also going to just give you a little shout out about our conference. So I'm a 60-year-old woman with curly hair and glasses. There you go. Okay, in case anybody cares. You're supposed to, politely say that.
And before you move on, I'm going to introduce myself.
Yeah. And then we'll
I'm
have
Michelle
them too.
White. Yes, I'm Michelle White from Advocates in Action. And before we go any further, because I just saw somebody in the chat congratulate Deb. So I'm just going to fill everybody in case you have not heard. But Deb is the recipient of this year's Disability Rights Rhode Island's 2024 Champion of Inclusion Award.
Yay. Okay.
So, yay! That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Michelle. I'll get you.
You're welcome. And well, how about if we have the rest of our team introduce themselves too? Yeah, in order here. Whoever's next. Deanne, I'll pass it to you.
Hi, my name is Deanne Gagney, and I have been with Advocates in Action for a very long time. And my official title is Self-Advocacy Coordinator. And I will pass it to, I can't see who, but I'll pass it to Andrew.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Whalen. I am a peer resource specialist with Advocates in Action, and basically do quite a lot for the organization, not the least of which is involved with our partnership with RIPIN. So with that, I will pass it now to, I think it's Kelly Donovan.
Hello, my name is Kelly Donovan, and I am a peer resource specialist at Advocates in Action Rhode Island, and I help teach classes create, modify materials so they're more accessible to the general public, sit in on committee meetings, and I also draw in-house art, and I am a short white woman with short hair and a black shirt.
And our board president is here also, if you'd like to just say hello.
Hello, my name's Keith Wilcox. I'm the president of the board of representatives.
He's just here to make sure we're doing our job.
Yeah, I'm keeping
There'll be a
Deb
full
in
report
mind.
later. He's keeping me in line.
Always, Deb.
So I think which are we doing first, you guys? The self-direct or the leadership series? The self-directed, because you
Self-direct first.
okay. So Andrew and Kelly and even Keith has been graduated from the class, but Andrew and Kelly and Dee are gonna give you a little bit about it. Andrew's gonna explain what the class is, and then we have another class starting on January 31st. And so what we're gonna do is he's also gonna show you how to join our mailing list so that if you're interested in signing up for the next class, we will, you'll be able, Michelle manages that, and we will send you out something that says, hey, the application is there now if you want to join. So I'm not going to put that up yet, Andrew. Tell me when you want to put up the contact page, but take it away.
Hello. The Self-Directed Peer Mentors training course in partnership with RIPIN is about helping train people to be peer mentors to those who self-direct their services through the Department of Developmental Disabilities. I think probably the only person to my knowledge we've had in that class, or I should say have right now in that class, that has not had any association with the division at all is Anna Regal. Thank you.
So, and Michelle, do you want to give the logistics about the class before Dee and
Yeah.
Kelly?
Yeah. So when RIPIN asked us to partner with them in this self-direct peer mentor training, we were very excited. So we put together a curriculum that's broken down into 3 parts. And the first part is about being a peer mentor. So some training and just in general, dealing with people and being a peer mentor. The second part is about self-direction, what it is, how it works. And then the third part is about support plans. And what should go into a support plan, how you do it, who helps you, that kind of thing. So all the logistical things. So it's an 8-week training, and it is a paid training because we do not believe in anyone doing anything without getting paid like everybody else. So this is a paid training. Everybody gets paid at the end of the 8 weeks. They have to take all 8 classes. It's a pretty intensive training. And this particular training that we're in the middle of right now, I think today was week 4, I think, out of 8. Yeah. So we had Andrew Whalen taught the part about being a peer mentor. And then right now we're in the part about self-direction, and Deanne is teaching that part. And then after next week, it'll be Kelly's turn, and she will be teaching about support plans. So it's been really pretty cool. We've already had a few people get certified through it. And yeah, so like Deb said, our next 8-week training will start January 31st through the end of March, taking Valentine's Day off. So yeah.
And then
is there anything else
I
I'm missing?
just wanted to also share that the class is for people. It's not for you if you're interested in learning about self-direction. It is for people who self-direct, who would like to teach other people about it. So who have some lived experience doing it, because at some point in the future, the state is actually going to have services at some way, shape, or form. And I won't put you on the spot, Anne, because I know you don't know. But at some point in the future, there's going to be both, excuse me, family peer-to-peer supports and individual peer-to-peer supports. And not just for self-direction, but for people who have like lived experience. That's why we pay people to take the class, because that is valuable, and it shouldn't be underestimated. And you shouldn't just pat people on the head and say, isn't that nice? You want to come learn how to teach other people about it? In that tone of voice. So we take it seriously, but you have to come to all of the classes. If you're deathly ill or your computer dies, we record them every week and we put them up on our website, and we put a little silly thing in the middle that you have to pay attention and watch the whole class, so that we're like, gotcha. So sure, you can tell us that you watched it. It'll usually be something funny with Keith doing something ridiculous because he's pretty
Mm.
funny.
He's a good
But
sport.
so that's the deal with that. And so the next thing I think we wanted to do was to hear Kelly and Dee just share a little anything about the class that you think you want to tell people about that before we move ourselves to the leadership series.
About the peer mentor.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for people to be able to help other people and to actually learn more about it.
and it's also a safe opportunity because we talk about some stuff there that's kind of tricky. Like the biggest one today was, what do you do if your parents are your only support people? You know, because the mom hat, Michelle was like the mom hat doesn't come off. Even if mom is your staff, the mom hat is on and it's on there first. So it's good to hear it from other people, but it's especially good to hear it from your peers who can relate and say, you know, well, this is what I did and this is what, you know, or I have an issue, I have a problem with that. How would you tell people about that? So it's nice to have that. It's nice to have a safe environment. Look at the page where we put the recordings is only for current class members for that page. We did a class already, and that's just for the people that took it last time, and this one's just for those people. We also have this amazing curriculum that Michelle like bled her soul out to create. It's got maybe not her whole soul, she's still, but it's
half
really
a soul, half a soul.
half a soul. I mean, we all work together as a team with a bunch of different ideas and stuff. We polled people and said, what's important to you? What do you want to tell people? What do you want to know? And then we came up with this curriculum, and that's where Kelly's graphics just shine through. They make the whole thing. I know I'm biased because she's our person, but they're really good and they really help people. You don't have to read or write to take the class. It has nothing to do with it. So that's important too. Do you want to share anything else about the class, Kelly, or do you want to talk about the leadership series?
And
Or
with
both?
the class, it also helps you to understand what your services are all about and help others understand as well. So it's just a basic loop of understanding. So should I tell them about the leadership class series?
We're going to go to that page and Andrew's going to read stuff first. We're going
Okay.
to show people on our website where that is because we have what we're going to do is every year the class makes a video about leadership when we're done. It's kind of like a class project. So we're going to show you that, and then we don't like to show things on the screen without somebody reading it for those who can't read the screen. So he has an amazing voice for narration. We just finished a documentary and he's the narrator, and I know I'm again biased, but he's really good. So I will put that web
Also,
page up.
Deb,
Yeah.
you were gonna have Andrew.
Oh,
show
the sign up page. Yay.
Yeah.
All right. So Andrew, get ready because here comes a lot. All right. So I'm going to put up my screen. All right. Get ready to ask everybody, Michael, because I know you will. Wait a minute. I have to do the share with the video because we're going to have video too.
Yes,
Share
you do.
screen. I know Keith would have told me if I hadn't. Here you go.
Video
Okay.
and audio.
So this is I'm going to just tell you right here that this is our website, the Advocates in Action website.
Yeah, can everybody
Advocates-
see the screen now?
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you, Michael.
And
You're
this
welcome.
this is Deb talking again. Sue told us to do that. I'm the one with the scratchy voice, so that's how you can tell it's me. This is it's advocatesinaction.org because we are also a nonprofit organization, so .org, and 501c3. And this is our homepage. And what you do when you get here is there's a menu on the side, and you go down to the part that says how to contact us. So I'm going to click that, and Andrew's going to explain this form. I don't know if you have to read the whole thing, Andrew, but if you want to give them, whatever you think works there.
Okay. Use the form to join our mailing list, and we'll notify you of upcoming events and activities. The information you provide is private. That means we don't share it with anyone else. Events and updates from Advocates in Action Rhode Island. Hi there, self-advocates, colleagues, and friends. Please use this form to join our mailing list for news, upcoming events, and information updates. Rest assured that this list is only for our organization. We won't share it with anyone else, so your contact info is safe with us. If you decide you'd rather not receive these updates at any time, simply send us an email at events@advocatesinaction.org, and we'll take you off the list. No worries. Please note, this form is for joining our mailing list. Feel free to email us at ana@advocatesinaction.org with any comments or questions.
And then you want to just read through the general, just the quickie of the questions.
Yeah, you got first name, last name, email. Deb, can you scroll down? There we go. Email. And then next. That's it.
Deb, Laura just put the link in the chat for everybody too to grab it.
Thanks, Laura.
Here you go, Andrew. I'm going to just say before Andrew tells you this is our address. It asks for your physical snail mail address. We pretty much never send things out in the mail because we call people, we email people, we Zoom, but we have sent things out from time to time. And so I'm saying that so you don't think that suddenly we're going to start sending you, we're going to start filling your mailbox up with a bunch of junk, because that's not us. But it's good to have, and it's private. Even RIPIN, even though we partner with them for this contract, or even the state of Rhode Island, we won't give out this information because we told people we wouldn't.
So like I said earlier, it's mailing address line 1, mailing address line 2, city, state, zip code. I don't hear anything else.
The part I put in blue there, because if you don't use email, you don't have to read all
Yeah,
that.
if you don't use email or would like to be added to our snail mail list, when we send out printed materials, use this section to enter your mailing address.
So if you know someone who doesn't use email at all, we will send them something. We come up, Michelle makes all these flyers and save the dates and stuff, and we would print something and mail it to them, because there's some people that don't use email. But we in the different classes we teach, we always talk about it's the keeping up with the times of how people communicate, and that email's a really common thing to do. So so that's what it is, and that's all it is. And the next thing, I'm going to stop that and just go back to if I click this top arrow here, it goes back to our home page. And then the next thing is that we're going to go down to the leadership series. And you don't need to say that part, Andrew, but could you just read this part, and then we'll show just the top line there, and then we'll play the video for people.
Sure. Applications for the class of 2025 will be available in December 2024. In the meantime, please enjoy the following video from our 2024 Leadership Series class.
So this is on our website, but we just think it's cool to see people, like, what did people, because most of the people that have taken the class, when they first come into it, they don't speak in front of other people. Seriously, like, it's a learning experience that people do together. And so you can go to the site and learn about those things that we do, but we're going to have a couple that took the class share about it, but we wanted to show you this first because this is the people that just graduated. So that's
about leadership from Advocates in Action's 2024 Leadership Series.
Hi, my name is Georgia. I graduated last year from the leadership class of 2023, and I would like to introduce the class of 2024 Leadership Series class. They really worked really hard as being a leadership. Congratulations to the 2024 Leadership Series class.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Simijis. I am a part of the Leadership Program 2024. Leadership means to me, if you're on a team, like on a Special Olympics team, some of the leaders are the partners. In my case, leadership is working independently at Whole Foods Market. I'm a personal shopper at Whole Foods Market, which means I get the groceries from the online orders without other people helping me.
My name is Auntie Rhonda, and I'm from the Leadership Series class of 2024. To me, leadership means setting a good example for others by doing the right thing even when it's hard. I like to make a difference in people's lives.
Hello everyone, I'm Mark, and what being a leader means to me is that being a good leader, good communication, honesty, and being loyal to those around you.
Hello, my name is Mirella, and I am in Leadership Series Class 2024. Leadership to me means inspiring others through example, promoting teamwork, and working towards the team common goals with honesty and understanding.
So my name is Amethyst from the Leadership Series class of 2024. To me, leadership means honesty. So I think that's being able to say when you're doing something not so great and you need to fix it, or if you need help. And I think that's also celebrating other people.
Hi, my name is Pablo, and I'm from the Leadership Series class 2024. To me, leadership means putting aside my pride, ego, and insecurities to see the potential in others and encourage them to shine. Like making sure that someone who's more proficient in something that I'm not take the lead. And that means being able to offer up the spotlight to someone that's much better at what I'm doing, and can do it way better than I, can present better than I, and be okay with it because they're better and they're the best option for that. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Gabe, and I am from the Leadership Series 2024, and it means to me that being a friend and being a leader shows me the options of life, being able to have a job, being able to be in a workshop, being able to do all the things I do in my life. Thank you.
Ready now? My name is Daniel Thompson. I'm in the Leadership 2024 class, and I learned about not leaving anyone behind and helping people. I'm a people person.
Hi, my name is Carmen Rios. I'm in Leadership Class 2024. Leadership to me is being a true friend. For example, don't tell the person you don't trust your secret.
Hi, I'm Lena from the Leadership Series class of 2024, and leadership to me means not being afraid of using your voice, but also helping those who don't have a voice. But leadership also means being a team and supporting your teammates with a one team, one goal mentality.
That was beautiful, bud.
All right, I'm ready. Hi, my name is Joseph, and I'm in the Leadership Series class of 2024 Advocates in Action. And what leadership means to me is being being on time, being helpful, being good to people, and always learning.
Hi, I am Enrico. I am from the leadership class of 2024. And to me, what leadership means to me is showing the world the real you and what you offer. Letting your voice be heard and know that you are not alone. We all struggle, we all fall, but the amazing self that we have is a real gift. It's a blessing. It makes us leaders to show our true colors and to maintain our leadership. And it taught me so much how I can learn more of myself and what I can do to grow in my leadership skills throughout this leadership process of this series. Thank you.
Produced by
I'll save you the credits. I'll save you the credits because I know the time is short. I just did want to say before people share their experiences a short bit, because I know we're going to run out of time, is that people, if you need a support person to take the class to support you, we want them to take the class with you. Like we have this thing called no fish bowls. So staff aren't allowed to just come and sit there while you're in the class. And the staff, every single staff person, well, not every single, maybe 99%, right, Keith? Maybe have all said over the years that they got so much out of it. Sometimes
yes, they do.
We had one person who the person she supported during it was because of pandemic it started to happen, but she kept coming to the classes when he didn't. The support person kept coming. So, and I think that's really cool because the whole idea of treating people as equals and understanding that if you're a support person, you work for that person that you support, that whole philosophy kind of just all blends together through the class. So Anybody want to just share a little bit of something about what they learned? Kelly, just really, we're gonna run out of time, so give a liner there, Cal.
So the leadership class, it helped me to make make new friends, understand what leadership is about, grow as a person, and it got me involved with my how I became, and in order to work at Advocates in Action, you have to go through the leadership class first, and it helped connect me to my job and career at Advocates in Action, which helped me grow as a person and a professional. And I've grown so much over the years, and I've made so many good connections, professional and friendship-wise. And I'm very thankful and grateful for everything Advocates in Action has been able to provide me. And I've been here for 7 years and counting, probably.
So it's not, if we hire you, I mean, right now we don't have any open positions, sorry, but if we ever did and we hired you and you hadn't taken the class, we would just have you take it. It would be on staff hours, but we'd have you take it very, like Kelly said, is because that's how important it is, like first and foremost, or whatever it is, you'd be the one in that year's class, learning as you went. Dee, were you going to say something too? Because
I was just gonna say that, it's a commitment. So it's a 5-month commitment. And
every week.
Every week, from 1 to 2:30 every Wednesday. And you actually have to fill out an application, and there's a whole interview process. But don't worry, because Deb will probably let you in. So we.
You wasn't supposed to say that, Dee.
Well, everybody knows it, so
I have an S burned into my forehead for some.
But it really is a commitment, and people really do take this seriously. It's a fun class. You learn a lot about the system, the DD system. You learn a lot about how to speak up for yourself, but we do it in a fun way. So even though it's on Zoom and it's every week for an hour and a half, there's a lot of fun activities going on. So
And we do meet in person for extra events during during our time together, but every single week, because we've done it for longer than some people. I always say, is there anybody here that's younger than we've been doing it since 1995? Dee, is that the year you graduated? 99. So we started in 1995. So that's a long time. I'm very old. I've been doing it the whole time. But we, over the years,
He hasn't even graduated yet.
I graduate every year, Keith.
That's how long she's been with us.
Yeah. But the thing, you guys, is that every year we adapt it to the, like, that's why we have the interviews and the application stuff, because we ask people questions like, are you comfortable reading and writing? And if you're not, that's okay, but we're going to tweak it. This year we had somebody who was blind, so we went through everything and did all kinds of, we added video, we added voiceovers to our PowerPoints to put them so he could like read them later. We ordered things in Braille for him. So it's we adapt it every year to what people need. One of these days we're going to do one in Spanish, but our partners at RIPIN are going to help us with that, because Olga, you're going to co-teach it with us, Olga. We're stealing her. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
One last thing,
Deb and
Michelle and
friends.
Keith just want to give a quick shout out about the conference, and then we'll
Great.
stop.
Yes. Go right ahead.
Andrew, you wanna take that?
Sure. Our annual statewide self-advocacy conference is on May 8th and 9th, 2025. I believe May 8th events are on Zoom. May 9th will be in person, hopefully.
And if you want to see what that's
actually
like,
pretty much it.
you can go to our website and see the recordings from last year's conference. If you're like, what is it about? The cool thing is, because it's on Zoom, we record all the sessions, and if you don't have to pick between all of them, you can go to all of them after the event. You have more, Michelle?
That's it. No, that's it. Save the date. There's going to be more details coming really soon, because we're already working on it. So
awesome. Do we have any questions for Deb or Michelle or any of our advocates here tonight? Andrew, Kelly, Dee?
Nothing in the chat. I can't
don't
see
anything
hands.
in the
so
chat. No, I
Bueller.
don't.
Oh, there we go. Now I can.
Olivia, is that you? Oh, Lil has her
Lil.
hand raised.
Yep.
Okay.
Am
are we, I would like, I'm so impressed. I'd like to know if anyone lives alone. If we're allowed to know that.
Oh, yeah. Many of the people who, you mean who take the class or who are our staff here?
Or staff, your advocate,
I
yes.
think all of our staff, like,
Yeah.
except for Kelly, all of our staff live alone. Yeah.
Yes,
Because
I
all of the
definitely
presenters,
do.
yeah. Keith doesn't, but he bosses his family around so much. It's
Oh, Deb,
he has him
no,
wrapped around his
you.
finger. It's
Oh,
hysterical.
Keith.
And I one more question. As a parent caregiver to my adult son, he and I can both take the leadership.
Oh, yes.
class in
Yes.
January.
Yes.
We would love that. Yes.
So we'll be there.
Yeah. We are going to put the application, it goes up at the beginning of December, and we'll send it to RIPIN so they can blast it out to their list also, their people also.
But like
That
Deb
sounds-
said, if you come to support your son, you are also a
In the
member
class.
of the class. So
Mhm.
you're also taking the class. So yeah.
You graduate, we have a ceremony at the Marriott. That's one of the
Yes.
in-person things. And we do give some, we call it fun work, not homework. So there's just a couple of assignments throughout the year, but they're just things to get people, like what does leadership mean, or find a picture about this or stuff like that. And everybody has to do that. Like the staff, we do it. I mean, the number of
Yes.
times we've made an About Me box, that's one of the things every single year. We do it over and over. Tanya was in it years ago. She's like, yep.
Yes. Over and over every year.
And it's
That
free.
stuff.
Thank you. It's funded by the Division of Developmental Disabilities. Say that 5 times fast. So the people
Thank
who
you.
take it don't have to pay. And Olivia had a question also. Did you, Olivia?
Olivia, do you have a question?
Yeah, sorry.
ahead.
So for the leadership class series, are those series gonna be like, because I'm new to this and I just moved here, are those classes gonna be recorded so that we can watch them, or are we?
Yes.
Do we
So
need
what
them
happens is you have to be in the class. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just know that we're over our time.
No,
So
it's okay.
So we the classes, they're every week. You have to come to the class. You have to be in the class. The people that are in the class, we put the I edit it to cut out. We have a lot of silly stuff that lasts like a lot. So we put them up along with any homework. We put up the slides that we share. We put up all the stuff because we're teaching you to be a leader. So you should be able to look at the material that we shared also, because you can use that. And we encourage people that once we teach a class, like if we teach a class on voting, we encourage you to take that right then and there and use it to teach other people. Like, don't wait till you graduate, but it builds on things throughout the class. It builds on, like, we talk about public speaking and then we'll do something about public speaking, that kind of thing. But yeah, there's lots of resources. We also have peer mentors who also take the class, who have already graduated, and they have, they're like, you can reach out to them. They will Zoom with you whenever you, pretty much not whenever you want, like not on 2 a.m. on a Saturday or something, but in general, to help,
That
because people
early,
have
Deb.
questions. It's just, if you have a question, we always say, like other people, like, that saying, there's no stupid questions except the one that you don't ask,
Yeah.
Anything we can do to accommodate people is what we do.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, we are at time for Advocates in Action. Thank you so much, advocates.
Thank
And
you.
now we're going to turn it over to Crystal Cerullo, who is the family engagement professional at Sherlock Center.
Thank you, Sharon. Let me just get this started. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So thank you again to RIPIN for this opportunity to share about the Paul V. Sherlock Center on Disabilities and about our website and our resources. Please feel free to ask questions at any time. You can raise your hand or just come off chat. I don't mind stopping at any time. So just want to give a little background first. The Paul V. Sherlock Center is Rhode Island's University Center for Excellence in Developmental Disabilities. All states have at least one USED, and we provide training and technical assistance, research, and information to people with disabilities, their families, and those who support them. We offer a variety of programs across the lifespan. And as Sharon said, my name is Crystal Cerullo. I'm a family support specialist at the Sherlock Center. I have 20 years of experience supporting individuals with disabilities and their families, and I started out as a direct support professional, or DSP. But I'm also a mom of a young boy with Down syndrome, so this work is very personal to me. So the Sherlock Center is very excited. We had a website redesign. This was a significant milestone in our ongoing commitment to promoting membership for all in school, work, and the community. So we ask anybody to check out our website and share feedback with us, and any thoughts you have, we appreciate it, as we want to update it and make it accessible to everybody. And so we also have a mailing list, which you can select from the list based on your affiliation or a topic that you want to get more information about. So even if you're already a member, you can even select new selections on it of other topics that you want to be updated to your profile to get information about. So this is a picture from one of our self-directed supports network meetings that we did in person this year. And you can access our self-directed site by either going to our main site, thesherlockcenter.org, or you can do sdsri.net. And basically our self-directed supports network, it's a resource for individuals using self-directed supports, family members, caregivers, professionals. The network is coordinated by the Sherlock Center, and we host monthly meetings with guest speakers, and we also support a listserv. It's an email listserv that gives members an opportunity to engage and exchange information with others by email. This website provides the information you need to connect with the others, stay informed, and manage your self-directed supports. So as it was already mentioned, self-directed supports is an option for someone along with their family and people that they know and trust to just have some more control and flexibility in deciding how to spend their Medicaid long-term support dollars. Much like the name self-direct, the individual directs their supports and services, and you can choose to fully self-direct, do a combination of self-direct with other services, such as from a provider agency. And so if you want to learn more about self-direct supports, you can check it out on our website. There's also an Introduction to Self-Directed Supports tab, a Fiscal Intermediaries or an FI tab, and a Resources tab. We suggest checking out RIPIN's What is Self-Direction webinar, which is included on our self-directed introduction page. Another great resource is the Applied Self-Direction. It's a national resource, which can be found at appliedselfdirection.com. And I'll make sure to include any links that I talk about in the chat after. So as I mentioned, we also have an email listserv, and it's mainly consists of individuals and families that are using self-directed supports through Rhode Island. And it's also professionals that might support that work. So we have basic guidelines for being part of the listserv, and very easy to follow. But it gives a way for people to ask questions, share concerns, and just figure out about navigating life and these services. The listserv has more than 500 users, and anytime it's a great way to kind of like mentor style, peer mentor, be able to reach out to others that are using these services to ask questions and get more information about things that you might have questions about.
Can I interrupt with a question? Because I have a big mouth, Crystal.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you just tell people what a listserv is? Because it's been around for a while. Like, what is it and how does that work?
Yes. So as I mentioned, it's email based. So it's basically you sign up for it with the link on our website, and you become part of this email group that whenever you can send messages to it, just like you would send an email to somebody. And the directions are sent to you when you join our listserv, or you can always reach out to me directly to ask how to send a message. But also you can just hit reply, and it doesn't matter if you hit reply or reply all, you'll send the message to the entire group. So for instance, I usually send at least one message a week that has resources to share with people. So even if you hit reply to that, you would be able to send an email message to the whole group. So it's just a really easy way to stay in touch with everybody.
So it's like text through email, kind of group text.
Yes, yes.
Do you save the messages? Are people able to find the message elsewhere to look things up?
People, once you sign up to the listserv, you can create your own sign-in to go into the actual program. So you can look at archived messages, you can look at something you sent, you just don't have permission, which I don't even either. Nobody can delete a message once it's sent out to the listserv. But you're able to look up, like you can search by topic. If there was something, say, around Social Security income, you could put SSI in the search bar and find out any messages that were shared about SSI. So it is a great way to kind of go back and look for that. There's also a lot of people, if they're looking for direct support professionals, will share ads on the listserv. And it's a great way to kind of find more staff or for staff to actually share their resumes for people that are looking for staff. Any other questions? So as I also mentioned, we also have, we call them self-directed network meetings. We host them monthly. Right now they're virtual. We did have one in person, and we plan on having at least one more before the end of the year. But we have them monthly. They're typically the third or fourth Wednesday of every month. We do record them, and all of the recordings can be found on our website. And we do share a flyer with an RSVP every time a new meeting is scheduled, and it's also on our website under events. So another thing that I wanted to talk about that you can find on our website, and something else that we do, is the Family Employment Awareness Training, or as I like to call it, FEAT. So FEAT was developed with the mission of increasing the expectations and awareness of families and individuals with disabilities about the possibilities for meaningful and satisfying employment in the community. The Sherlock Center has worked with the Beach Center to modify FEAT so that it would be more fitting for Rhode Islanders, and we are presenting it in Rhode Island since 2015. But one of the key cornerstones of FEAT is that everyone with a disability can have a job that's both enjoyable and satisfying, and that typically you'll make more money working than just relying on public benefits alone. And we have a lot of key stakeholders that are involved in FEAT. There's the Office of Rehab Services, or ORS, RIPIN, BHDDH, the Behavioral Healthcare, Developmental Disabilities, and Hospitals, Project Search participants, and Sue Babin from the Rhode Island Developmental Disability Council. Typically, FEAT is geared towards families and individuals with developmental disabilities 14 to 22 years old. However, professionals and support staff are always welcome to attend. And we feel like with the knowledge and discussion and real life success stories, FEAT introduces people to the promises and possibilities of employment. And one of the great things that I love about FEAT is we always have a panel of successful Rhode Islanders that are working currently. So it's such a great part of it. And we are currently working on an adult version of FEAT that'll be tailored towards adults already accessing developmental disability services that are never been employed. So we're going to start it with a cohort of people for the first round, but then we're hoping to open it up to more and more adults. So another great resource on our website is the Work Incentives Information and Benefits Counseling. And kind of on that line of employment, that people with disabilities can work and still receive benefits. And depending on individuals' unique situation, various incentives can be applied. And so there's a lot of resources on this site, but I want to mention to maybe check out the PDF labeled Working While Disabled. It's a Social Security Administration resource, and it gives you a basic overview. And a lot of our resources are available in Spanish and English and also audio. We also offer monthly webinars on SSI or Supplemental Security Income and SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, an overview. And if you go to our site, you can get all the dates and registration. We also have an on-demand webinar for the ABLE account, which is a financial tool for people with disabilities, which can help someone save for the things they need. And we're now offering on-demand webinars for youth benefits, so youth that have SSI and SSDI, and also benefits counseling. And benefits counseling is a service that helps individuals with disabilities and their families understand how employment and other life decisions will impact their benefits.
Crystal, is an on-demand webinar, is that because it's been recorded? Is that what that means?
Yes. Yep, the on-demand are recorded ones, and then we do offer monthly ones that we're doing youth and also just basic overviews of SSI and SSDI. So we kind of have both, so you can either come to register and come to a monthly one, or you can check out the ones that are already recorded, which is nice because you don't have to make sure you're available for the time that they have it. And just some things about benefits counseling. Anyone can request benefits counseling, even if you're not working, and there's no cost to you to get benefits counseling. So it's a great resource. And you can, as I mentioned, learn more about the available work incentives and how they impact your benefits from our website. You can also learn how to report earned income and what happens when your income increases and how to minimize overpayments. And then I lastly just wanted to mention, there's more info on our website, but there's a new Medicaid buy-in program that removes earnings and resource limits and savings through the ABLE account. So you can learn more on our site, but also I'll put Vicki and Josh's information in the chat. They are the best people to follow up with about any questions about work incentives and benefits counseling. So next, I just want to share a little bit more about what's going on, because as I mentioned, there's a lot of stuff going on our website, but mainly I'm part of kind of the team for the youth and adult initiatives. So as I mentioned, that training, is a key concept for the work that Sherlock Center does. We also have the person-centered thinking facilitator training, which we actually are adapting that curriculum. So we're going to be doing a whole revamp curriculum to kind of meet a broader audience. So we want to make it available for direct support professionals to take it, for individuals that are accessing services to take it. So we're working on changing that curriculum now. And then we also have BEAT, as I already mentioned, but we have the direct support professional workforce initiatives that is focusing on the staff shortages and just how to build our direct support professionals workforce. So we will have a whole website on that. And it's chock full of resources. It's going to go live very soon. We are also working on your government and being involved in influencing policy training series. That will also involve a visit to the State House and meetings with the Rhode Island policymakers. The curriculum, tools, and resources will be designed for a broad audience. So people with intellectual disabilities and families and guardians, support staff, etc. We're super excited about this and plan to roll it out in the late November, early December. Fingers crossed. So we also run a number of major surveys a year. We have our Developmental Disability, or DD, Employment and Day Activity Survey. Some of you might already be aware of that one because it's already been mailed out for this year. It started. We run that twice a year, and it gathers information on employment and community activities from individuals that get developmental disability services. And we also run the NCI survey, or the National Core Indicators. And this is a in-person survey, and it's a survey that gathers information from people receiving services again. The next survey is planned for spring of 2025. But you can check out our last recorded surveys, any information or data from them on our website. And then I also did want to mention, I think I forgot when we were talking about the self-directed network, all of our recordings from past meetings can be found on our website if you haven't made it to any of our self-directed network meetings. You don't have to be part of the network to come. Anyone can come. We even get people from provider agencies or fiscal intermediary agencies come just to get information. So anyone's welcome to come or register, and you'll get a copy of the recording either way. And then some events that we have going on. We just had a technology event on October 17th, and we're working on developing a tech team, both with people with and without disabilities that can deliver training and support to people and those who support them. This is going to take some time to get it going, but we're hoping to have some movement with it in winter or spring. We have the Working with Benefits is coming up in October 23rd. And we have a community of practice in autism, context blindness. And we do have a voting event, but I'm going to show a slide next that will have more details about that. And we also are currently marketing a virtual listening sessions for direct support professionals who work in Rhode Island. It's actually already filled up, but if people go to register, it provides you with contact so you can still provide some feedback about it. But as mentioned, you can check out our site for any events to see all the ones that we have going on for events, education, or training. They're easy to search and available on our program-specific pages as well. And I did also want to mention that thanks to a generous grant from RIPIN, we have just finished up a series of videos and stories that share how individuals that are using self-directed supports, how it's enhanced their lives. So we're hoping to get that on our website soon. We just got the third video this week. And as I mentioned, we're going to also be finishing up with getting some more stories and pictures. So we can't wait to have that live. And then resources, we have a ton of resources on our website, and resources can also easily be searched or found either just hitting the search bar and typing in something or connected to any of our programs or services that we have. So this is a big topic since, November is right around the corner, voting. So we have a voting access and assistance. There's a few different ones coming on. We have Tuesday, October 29th, 12:30 to 2 at the Newport Library. And then we have also on Tuesday, October 29th, 4:30 to 6 at Exeter Library. And then the last one is on October 30th, 10:30 to noon at Rhode Island College. So hopefully, if you are interested in learning more about voting access and assistance, you can attend one of those. So I just wanted to share our contact information. And these are all the ways that you can contact us either by phone, our main office, Sherlock Center, staff directory, join our mailing list, and then you can also contact me directly with my email or my direct line. And then I just wanted to show the website quick, so I'm going to stop sharing this screen and
Sure.
switch to my other one.
So Crystal, as you were talking, Laura had put some of your links in the chat as well. So we have those available for people to grab.
Thank you so much. And I don't, if you want to share the PowerPoints, you can do that as well. That's fine. It has all built-in links with it. I had already shared the PDF with you. So this is what our new site looks like. So service and projects. So this is where I was mentioning, like you can click, if you're looking for youth and adult, there's the self-directed supports network. We have a technology page, the workforce development. So that's going to have the direct support professionals workforce initiatives and our other workforce initiatives that we have, the work incentives and benefits counseling that I talked about. And then events, you can click it by program or just search all of our events and training that we have going on. And then I was just going to briefly show our resources. So if you click resources, we have that. So we have 400 adapted versions of popular literature, and then we have our online resources. So if you click online resources, it allows you to search any and all resources that we have. So if you just put in even just what you're thinking you want to learn about, it'll come up with a ton of resources online, tools that we might have, workshops, any even statewide or national resources that we have around that topic. So it's just very easy to find something that you're looking for. So again, please check out our site and give us feedback. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see more of, and we appreciate any feedback.
I love your new website.
Me too. You took the words
Oh,
right out of my
man.
mouth, Deb.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
I? Yeah.
Not to compare it to the other one, but if we had to,
It's so much better. I've
It's
actually-
very easy
very
to
nice.
accessible. It's
way
very
better.
accessible. It's easy to search. Do we have any questions for
Way
Crystal?
better.
I don't see any hands up. Do you see any in the chat, Jane? Any questions?
Nothing in the chat. The literature is fabulous, by the way, the adapted literature. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you. Yes, I think being part of Rhode Island College, our website had to be really Rhode Island College based website. And now that they finally let us contract outside of them, it's made a very big difference, especially even on accessibility.
Awesome. Okay, if we don't have any questions, we're going to wrap up our presentation and I'm going to pass this over to Laura. Go right ahead, Laura.
Hey everyone, I'm Laura. I just wanted to tell you about our conference coming up, our Self-Directed Support Conference on November 8th. Jane's going to share the link to register in the chat in a minute. And this conference is for families, people doing self-direction, their support staff, and professionals, and it should be great. So please register and we hope to see you. Our next webinar like this one will be on December 3rd, and this will be with Advocates in Action. We saw today, more in depth. And Jane's going to share the registration. And this is the survey. We really love your feedback on how we did today and any suggestions or anything like that. Please fill this out. Jane's sharing the link. And I just want to let you know that if you have heard about another webinar we may have done, you can come on to our website and view it recorded. And this is also our website, self-directed support website. And these are some other ways you can contact us through phone or by email, self-directedsupport@ripin.org. And that's our show.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, everybody. Thanks. That's a wrap for our partner showcase. We hope that you learned something and able to connect with our partners. And we will see you again at our conference on November 8th. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you.